Hi, I'm just going to talk about some of our wines today. We have luckily won a lot of awards for our Rojomoma wines. Have been really successful both here in the Barossa and nationally across Australia. So all of our wines we hand make. So that means that we carefully hand pick the grapes. We manage the vineyard really carefully so that each section has the best treatment that it needs. In our winery, being such a tiny winery, we do everything by hand. So we have very little machinery, just the basics of what we need. And what this means is that the whole process is really careful, really gentle. So we're getting the beautiful flavors out of our wines without harshness that you might get from the tannins in a wine that has been heavily produced by machinery. But it also just gives us the opportunity to manage every little bit, every little step along the way so that we're getting exactly what we want in our wines. So first I'm going to talk about two of our Wild Scarlet wines. Our Wild Scarlet range, we have a Shiraz Cabernet. So Shiraz Cabernet is a classic Australian blend. Those two varieties just go beautifully together. This wine really blends the beautiful flavors, the richness of the Shiraz, those sort of dark fruits, mixed with the olive leaf, the dark cocoa of the Cabernet. Those two elements go really nicely together, and the tannins in those two wines just fit beautifully so that it just really is mouth-filling but very soft. We do age it in a really gentle use of French oak, so it's really not overly adding flavor, it's more just softening the wine. You can drink this wine now, it's absolutely ready to go, or you can cellar it for up to 10 years if you have a good spot to cellar it in. Next we have our Wild Scarlet Shiraz. So the Wild Scarlet Shiraz is a really bright, youthful, lovely, vibrant fruits. It's full flavored. You've got those sort of darker fruits in there as well, so it's quite complex. Has a nice sort of little earthy spice. It's got beautiful round tannins, and again we've matured it just slowly and gently in some French oak. Again, not adding too much flavor, but just softening the wine. So again, definitely drink it now or cellar it for up to 10 years. Then I have our Red Art range. So two of the wines from our Red Art range we're going to talk about today. Firstly, the Red Art Cabernet Sauvignon. Again, handmade from our single vineyard here in the Barossa Valley, where we do grow our own grapes and we manage our vines ourselves. Handpick the fruit, bring it into the winery and gently crush it and ferment it here using the wild yeast that's naturally present on the grapes. So then we basket press it and we get this full range of Cabernet flavors. So you're from the herbaceous end through to your sort of olive leaf and dark cocoa. A little bit of French oak, gentle maturing in French oak has really helped make this wine elegant. It's a really true expression of Cabernet and definitely an expression of our single vineyard. This is a complex wine. You can drink it now. It has a couple of years of bottle age on it before we release it, so when you get it, it's already had some maturation so that you can drink it now, but you can cellar this for a really long time, definitely more than 10 years. And now our Red Art Shiraz. Barossa is obviously most well known for Shiraz, and certainly our Shiraz has won a lot of awards and has definitely represented Barossa Shiraz really well. However, we also think what's most important is that we are representing our single vineyard here. So everything we do to make this wine is to really express the fruit characters that we grow uniquely here on our little vineyard site up here in the northern Barossa. So our Shiraz is handmade, hand-picked, bring it into the winery, we gently basket press it, so you're just getting those beautiful flavors out without extracting any harsh tannins from the seeds. It's only the softer tannins. It is, however, a very full wine, very intense, and very big wine, although more elegant than perhaps you might imagine some Barossa Shirazes to be. Maturing it in French oak just for a short while again has softened it and added those other layers of complexity. So this is a rich but bright wine, full of fruit flavors, the distinctive savory elements that we get from our single vineyard here, and it's a softer wine. However, like the Cabernet, it is an intense wine that we have matured in the bottle for a few years before we release it, so that that softening process has already started. So you can drink this wine now, or you can cellar it for a really long time, at least 10 years, pretty much as long as you could possibly hold on to it for.